All right, I'm back. Yeah. Also want to talk about some of my limiting beliefs that I have about myself um, that I've been kind of uncovering. And one limiting belief that I've had that I really want to work on in my next 90-day challenge is my friendships. Um, I've always, when I close my eyes and I picture myself, I always picture myself as a lone um, gunman, I guess you could say, a lone gunman, in front of this vast amount of people who was following me, and or just alone. And I really don't want to be like that. So my next 90 days is really going to be cultivating friendships and stuff like that. And one rule that that I've been granted the wisdom of and well the wisdom to truly understand is a couple of rules. Give unto others as you would have them give unto you. Not do unto others as you have them, but give unto others as you would have them give unto you. And that's really one of the keys to success in life. And that, and one thing I really found about a lot of people is just people are just so selfish, man. A lot of people are just so selfish. But and that's a limiting belief of my own. Is when you believe that there are selfish people in the world, you will be surrounded by selfish people. So one thing that I've been doing to counteract that is the affirmation and the visualization in my life every day that people are inherently generous. People are inherently giving. To counteract that, because I want to surround myself by giving and generous people, because when I do that, it'll make me be more generous and giving as well. It, and life is just full of energy. Money is energy. Friendship, things of value, love is just energy, and you have to continue. You have to keep the flow going. And a lot of times we stop that flow up by limiting beliefs that we have about money, limiting beliefs that we have about people, limiting beliefs that we have about our jobs and careers and ourselves and things like that. So that's one thing. You reap what you sow. It's better to give. It's better to give than to receive. All of these what quote unquote cliches are really keys to life that I've been having to really look at and examine and dive a lot deeper into. You know, and just really understand those things. Some of my limiting beliefs that I had about that I have about my success is that it's not going to be easy. you know, and you said, well, Mitchell, that's reality. It's a reality. And I was on a call today, and one of my advisors said, I want to have $1 million business. And he said within 10 minutes he started to get all of these different ideas on how he could accomplish that. Whereas before we thought that you gotta fight against the wind and beat the current down. He made an analogy to swimming. He said, if you learn just not to drown, you don't really learn to swim very well. But if you learn to swim, you learn to use the water, use the force of it, use the fluid dynamics to propel yourself faster and faster through the water. And it's the same way with life. If you learn just to survive, you don't really live. But if you learn to use the principles and laws of life, you can sit back in the flow of it. Now, it's a lot harder to not drown than it is to swim. That's the same goes that it's a lot easier to succeed than it is to fail. Because one thing that I've been reading through the Bible and and looking at our life is that we are meant to be prosperous individuals. Think about how God blesses us. He says that if you're obedient and you obey my laws, I will bless you, and I will bless you in 1,000 generations. But if you disobey me, I will curse you down to the third generation. Now it's 1,000 versus a third versus three. I mean, come on. We're meant to be prosperous, and the only thing that's not keeping us, that's not letting us be prosperous, is ourselves. It's our limiting beliefs about who we are and the ways to achieve those things. Because it's like you have this. I look at life as one big crab bucket sometimes. People who have the mentality to get out just get pulled back in by the society of crabs. And these are not people that are necessarily put on your coattails. It's the conversation that you have with people. It's the TV that you watch. This is why I turned my TV off months ago. It's the interaction that you have with people. It's the thoughts. Thoughts perpetuate and fulfill the inner spaces of the universe everywhere. You know, I'm being affected by somebody in China right now. My thoughts. I'll get have some really deep thoughts about some really deep theories about that as well later on that I've been thinking about. But um, you know, so if they have limiting beliefs about their life, it's going to affect me. You know, and the sooner that I would begin to think positively and have my own um, limitless beliefs, you know, it'll propagate and affect other people as well. And I've just been a victim of that as of late, you know, just succumbing to, you know, society and its beliefs and its thoughts. And if we're meant to be prosperous, the only thing that's holding us back is ourselves. So get out of your own way. Just get out of your own way. And that's one thing that I really have been trying to learn to do and have been striving to achieve is just get out of my own way and just let my prosperity come to me, because the things that I'm going through right now is just no excuse for it, man. You know, it's really depressing. It's really depressing. I laugh at it, but you know, I wake up some days, man, and I'm on top of the world, and the next day I'm just down. I'm just like, oh, you know, don't have this, I don't have that, you know, and it's just not good. So just really taking the rest of this year and working on my blog for weight training, working on cultivating my friendships, and I'm going to really ramp up my next 90-day challenge on January 1st, and just go in a 3-month cycle all of next year. So Genesis is coming along. It's kind of had to stop a little bit because the people that I had working on it were students, and come to the end of the semester, and everybody wants to work on, you know, their finals and everything like that. I'm still working on finishing up the business plan for that. I've brought on some professional help now to really put a professional finishing touch on the business plan, and I'm still waiting on a friend of mine to come through with the funding for that to be able to get us in the offices and get myself settled financially in terms of secure financially in terms of that. The market's really turbulent right now out there in the aviation industry. A lot of my competitors like Eclipse have filed for bankruptcy. Boeing is laying people off. Cirrus is laying people off. You know, so but you look at that as a barrier of entry. Like, oh man, you can't get in the market. It's hard. No, it's good because a lot of the people that they're laying off is talent that I need in my company. You know, so we have some money to hire people, to hire engineers, to hire management. You know, to hire a lot of the different departments. They're laying these people off. Well, hey, Genesis is hiring people. Come my way. You know, so you know, one man's misfortune is another man's opportunity. Another thing that I learned is that opportunity and opposition go hand in hand, just like failure and success. And the sooner you are able to understand and accept that, the better. That's one of those laws in this fluid dynamics of life that I was talking about earlier that you have to use and be able to go with, and prepare yourself to success. So I'm about to disappear for a while. Like I said, and go hit my blog. So you won't be seeing any videos from me. You can check me out at Fit with Mitch, YouTube/Fit with Mitch, to check out some of my videos about weightlifting, weight training for beginners and stuff like that. And just do some real research in terms of, you know, manifesting things into my life and getting out of this rut that I'm in right now, because, you know, it's hard once you get in the rut, man. It's hard getting out. Once you get out, though, you know, it's an exponential success after that. Success attracts success. So you just got to find that one little nugget of success and exploit the heck out of it to attract more success. My time's almost up. Like I said, if you're interested in weightlifting and training and stuff like that, you can go over to my website, youtube.com/fitwithmitch. All right, talk to you later. All right, I'm out. Have a great day, because you deserve it.